Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to the next episode review of Go Go Loser Ranger, Season 2, Episode 6, or Episode, I think, 18 overall. And crazier and crazier this series gets. I mean, I don't see how people can call this season is very a weak series. A weak season, I would say. I don't get it, though. I don't get what sometimes what the anime community thinks, but I've enjoyed this season. To me, I think it's gone a little. I think it's me. It's getting a bet. It's to me. I don't think it's a weak season. I think it's getting better than the first season. I mean, to me it does. I mean, I enjoy the first story arc. It was crazy, and more of the twists that kept coming, especially after this episode. I mean, everything just with we see that with D. The more he's been gone closer with his comrades and also working with interacting with humans, right? He is obviously he's learned more about humanity, and I would say he's become more human, right? Now I would say he's definitely become more human more than the actual Rangers, especially Red Ranger, who is a complete murderous psychopathic maniac. And so I think he has become more human and learned more about a little bit more in humanity because now we get back to with the junior first rank of the Yellow Squad, Suzuki, who it kind of reverts back into the plot of the first season where she wanted D to team up with her to get rid of the Rangers, right, or the Keepers, the Dragon Keepers. But I still call them Rangers anyway, because come on. But yeah, she wants to eliminate them still. So she partners up with D, who disguised himself as one of the guy we first saw him originally, and so they want to go after the Green Ranger, and so and before that we in the beginning we see of the real Hibiki at the school we were, and how now it's been now back to what it was, destroyed, right, abandoned. And so there's these two people in the school, and they get chased by this monster. And so in Hibiki, for once, for an ordinary guy who not only he has one hand, but he fought that monster off pretty well on his own because he wants to be strong. Like he wants to be a ranger because the problem is he said to his older sister, who's the Pink Ranger. I mean, do know that she's the pink? Does he know that he's the Pink Ranger? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think she knows that he knows that she's the Pink Ranger, though. I don't think so still, because he wanted to be the ranger. I'm sure if you find out that he became a ranger before he did, I'm sure he'd be like, "Whoa, what?" But other than that, though, but he fought that monster on his own. He tossed that monster out the window because of his motivation of his promise to his sister. Now he's not overly obsessed with his sister, unlike his older sister is overly obsessed with him. But he fought that monster on his own and tossed that thing out the window as the two people they caught him as he fell though. But then we get back with D's plot with the team with pairing up with Suzuki to they're going after the Green Ranger of Chidori, and we see him like go to this place and he sees that I guess he has a family, I guess or maybe it was just a ploy though, a decoy to make him think, to question, because it turns out that even when with D's in his regular fighter form, right? He knew. Well, I was like, what? Green Ranger knew that he was a fake the whole time because he had that little gecko, one of his gadgets, with him, spying, right? So he knew the whole time. So I'm guessing that the whole thing is just a ploy when he was meeting with that, I guess, with his family, I guess, or not. I think that was supposed to be a decoy, to make Judge D question, himself what he should do. So, but he goes and Susie goes because the two other members that are now in the Blue Squad, they were with them on during the exam of the first season, because he brought up about the guy, for what the guy's name, the little guy with the sort of afro who he disguised himself as, who kind of did the self sacrifice against the boss monster. So they mentioned, because they mentioned him, and so and before that they asked him, DS him, what was the guy's name? Who's I forget the guy's name. Sorry. Why do you fight? Because he has his family. He has a brother and he has a younger brother and two little sisters. So that's why he's doing it. So those two pair, they come along, but they fight, right. And well, I don't know if Suzuki killed the one girl of the blue squad, because he was fighting, he was losing because he kept chopping off his head, right. And then eventually, when Chidori shows himself and he transforms into Green Ranger, and so and he also figured out that's Suzuki as well, and it's like, oh, I know what you're doing, okay. And Suzuki has her little device, to a remote to pause and rewind, right. She did it once on him, but then when she tries to do it again, when he tosses his hammer to make it grow big, he throws it as a decoy where he gets in close and just goes and punches her and knocks her out. And so this is when we find out that I'm like, oh my god, he knew that he was a fighter the whole time, not Hibiki, because there's a little gecko device he had, right? So he knew the whole time when he was at the school. So and then it's like, why did he keep on let him live? Why did the whole time? So and then he's saying, "I'll kill you," but then Green Ranger is asking, Green Ranger is asking, is like, well, I was like, do you really want to kill me? And it's like, I mean, what kind of line is that? I'm like, it's pathetic. That that you question your enemies. You don't know that you don't know of your enemies, right? Because like I said, I think he's become more accustomed to humans, and he's become more of a human himself, because he's been around these humans, especially with his squad, of Hisui and Angel, and especially with him, like he's been questioning, about humans after all, and yeah, he's been self doubting. As like, is he willing? Is he really willing to have that murderous instinct to kill the Green Ranger? I mean, I think it was a turning point where it was a turning point ever since Blue Ranger got killed, right? I think ever since that was kind of a turning point for D. And now, do I think he has a murder? Do I think he has a instinct to kill? I don't think so. Now he said, he says he says it though, but I don't think it's not his intention anymore. Now I will say though. Now I would say, will he be able to kill Red Ranger? Yes, because to me, Red Ranger needs to die. He needs to, because he's a homicidal maniac. Now, what I think he has a murder instincts to kill Red Ranger? Yes, I do want. Yeah, I think he can kill Red Ranger because he is a psychopath. But I think that Green Ranger, I would think that later. I think Green Ranger will die, but I don't think he will. I don't think that by not the hands of Deep. I think Green Ranger, he'll do some sort of a self sacrifice. I think he'll do that though, but we'll see on that. Even so, then the torch will be passed down to Hisui. Then she'll become the next Green Ranger. After all, she's the junior first rank officer. But I think that Green Ranger will die, but I think it'll be due to a self sacrifice, not at the hands of D or anything. So, but he's been spot on, like questioning this pathetic that you don't know your enemies, and then he just calmly just walks away, just. Now I think he leaves him alive because now that he know he's not the real Hibiki, so I think he'll allow him to continue on, just like keep it in mind, like, don't mess with me or else I will kill you. So I think he's gonna keep him on, but he's gonna have to let him play it cool because he let him live them, or otherwise he would have killed him. But I just enjoy this whole thing. Like, this show has been nothing but twist after twist after this whole entire time. Although I am so surprised that I know. I am so surprised about that he is the green that Chiori, he's the Green Ranger. I am still surprised by that though. So, but yeah, I mean, episode 6. of season 2 of Go Go Loser Ranger. It's been great. I mean, this whole season of this has been great. I don't know why how people think this is a weak season. I don't get it though at all. It's been a great season. I mean, yeah, Cologne generic romance is still at the top though because of its has more twists around the mystery around this whole surrounding of the whole play so and so. But this has been easily close second because this has been I have been nothing but entertainment for this show ever since the first season. I've had it so. And now, but like I said, it's like but the only to me the only we know who the identities of the other ones are except for the Yellow Ranger. I want to know who is the other Yellow Ranger is. Is he as pretty much is he as psychopath as just like Red Ranger is? I mean, Pink Ranger is crazy because Pink Ranger is crazy because she's so overly obsessively in love with her own brother. She's got to screw loose too, though. But Green Ranger, he doesn't seem that much crazy as he is though. But he's just more calmer in the way. So, but for him to it's allowing D to live and keep him continuing on it as Hibiki. I just wonder, like, because hey, now that he knows who he is, or maybe he says, "Hey, you better play cool, or else I will kill you." I don't know. So, I don't know how the rest of the series are going. No, we got more with the real Hibiki and with Suzuki focusing on more of her plan. She was training to in the first season. So, I don't know. This has been such a very entertaining series overall. So, yeah, but so that's season 2 of episode 6 of Go Go Loser Ranger. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. We'll see you next time. Later.